This is Michael Pratt. According to some sources, Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon.com, is now the richest person on earth. Whether or not that assessment is accurate, there can be little doubt that Bezos has been many would say the, leading figure in e-commerce since its inception, or that Amazon is among the world's most successful, consistently innovative companies. It continues to break new ground and to extend its reach far beyond its starting point as an online book retailer. For a short, readable account of how the company began and why it has succeeded, one could do worse than to consult Richard L. Brandt's 2011 volume, One Click, Jeff Bezos and the Rise of Amazon.com. Why is Brandt almost certainly correct to consider Amazon the most influential and innovative company in the short history of online shopping? Consider the following. Amazon invented one-click shopping, which consumers around the world now take for granted, but which was a novelty when the company first rolled the feature out. To competitors' dismay, Bezos patented the process, which means that, for the life of the patent, other companies must pay Amazon to use it. Amazon was the first company to post user reviews of products purchased on the site. Initially, Bezos' critics, and even many of his collaborators, thought that he was insane to allow customers to post negative reviews. After all, what good could possibly come of permitting customers to speak negatively of products that one hoped to sell? But in the event, the use of customer-generated reviews helped build consumer trust and ultimately probably boosted sales. Amazon was the leading commercial pioneer in the now ubiquitous and still rapidly growing field of cloud computing. When Netflix began streaming movies on demand into users' homes, it used space on Amazon's servers. Amazon Web Services remains the dominant player in commercial cloud computing, providing on-demand computing platforms to individuals, companies like Netflix, and governments. It has contracts with both NASA and the CIA. With the introduction of the Kindle e-reader device in 2007, Amazon jump-started the digitized book market and brought ebooks into the mainstream. It remains the worldwide leader in ebooks. Brandt doesn't appear to have had access to Bezos, who, no doubt rightly, seems to mistrust journalists. Consequently, One Click is really a brief history of Amazon rather than a full-blown biography of the company's CEO and founder. Still, the information that it provides about Bezos' early years does help the reader to understand how he became such a formidable businessman. Jeffrey Preston Jorgensen was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico in 1964 to parents who divorced when he was still a baby. He acquired the name Bezos at the age of 4, when his mother married a Cuban-born petroleum engineer. Growing up in Texas and Florida, he early on developed a strong interest in science and technology. Under the dual influence of his maternal grandfather, a retired rocket scientist who operated a large cattle ranch, and classic science fiction novelists like Robert A. Heinlein and Isaac Asimov, he developed an early obsession with space travel. Doubtless to the amusement of many in the audience, he used his high school valedictorian speech to call for the colonization of space. Bezos may still have the last laugh. In 2000, he founded Blue Origin, a rocket engine manufacturer that has been working steadily and incrementally toward the goal of making private commercial spaceflight and ultimately off-Earth settlement a reality. One Click makes it clear that Bezos has always specialized in the long game. After earning a degree in computer science and electrical engineering at Princeton University, he spent several years working at financial services firms, including the hedge fund D.E. Shaw, gaining experience and contemplating how best to strike out for himself. By the early 1990s, when it began to be clear that the new field of electronic commerce held promise, he determined that books represented the ideal product for getting a toehold in online commerce and founded Amazon, which was incorporated in 1994 and began operations in 1995. Brandt suggests several reasons for Bezos and Amazon's success. From the beginning, The company is focused relentlessly on the user experience, sparing no expense to make transactions simple, easy, pleasant, and secure. It has consistently sought to keep prices low and to increase its market share instead of seeking quick profits. It has maintained a growth-oriented policy of plowing money back into the company rather than paying dividends to shareholders. It has cultivated an ethos of frugality, initially using packing tables made from used doors and serving hot dogs at company picnics rather than splurging, say, on ergonomic chairs. It has sought to foster an esprit de corps based on innovation and the pursuit of excellence. Unfriendly journalists and disgruntled former employees have sometimes described these efforts as cult-like. It proactively searches for new business opportunities and implements promising ideas with extraordinary speed. As I've already noted, One Click isn't an in-depth biography. It's more of an interim or midterm report on a career that is very much in progress. Still, for those who want to know more about the world's most innovative and influential online retailer, Richard L. Brandt's One Click is an excellent place to start.